Essential to understanding modern politics is understanding the clash between conservatism and progressivism. Progressive and conservative are terms usually used to describe an individual's views on economic, social, and environmental policy. Keep in mind that although the two are at odds with each other, someone can be conservative on one issue and progressive on another. So what exactly do these political terms mean, and what does each side represent? Simply put, conservatives think the best thing for society to do is to either remain the same or to regress to a more primitive state. They want to conserve society as it is or as it once was. Progressives, meanwhile, believe that we should develop and reform our society to improve it over time. These ideas can be applied economically, socially, and environmentally in politics. In practice, for example, progressives support improving life for oppressed minority groups in society, such as racial minorities and LGBTQ people. Conservatives stand against these efforts and normally either deny or justify the oppression faced by these groups. Progressive and conservative are also somewhat synonymous with left and right, although these terms are normally a little broader. Progressivism is left and conservatism is right. Now we know what each side represents, we can discuss which one is superior and why. On the one hand, we have progressives who want to improve society, and on the other hand, we have conservatives who want to keep things the same or regress them. Progressives are by definition about new ideas and trying to solve issues in new ways. Conservatives have no ideas and want to either keep things the same or regress them, taking us back to a primitive age. Progressivism seeks positive progress to improve society. The only change pursued by conservatives is regressive and therefore not often very good or desirable. There are of course exceptions to this. Sometimes progressives might go too far, and sometimes conservatives might be correct that we should conserve something. A good example of something we should want to conserve is the environment that we all need to survive. Curiously, most conservatives do not seem very concerned with conserving the environment. In fact, it is normally progressives who promote new ways of conserving the environment. A good way of comparing the two sides is by looking back through time at significant issues to see which side each was on. It was progressives who supported civil rights, women's rights, LGBTQ rights, and democracy. It was the conservatives of the day who stood against these things that we now accept to be good ideas. This is because the history of conservatism is a desperate attempt to conserve tradition with failure after failure, as the positive progress pushed by progressives wins out over and over again. I think I know which side I would like to be on.